Okay, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be turning scribbles into Pokemon. So in one of my other videos, I talked about the scribble method in my overcoming an art block video. I talked about the scribble method, which I use a lot. And in this video, I'm going to be using it to create Pokemon. And by the way, if you want to watch that art block video, it's up there in the corner right there. Okay, so starting out, I'm just scribbling a bunch of stuff, so this is the first one. In this video, I'm going to make 3 Pokemon, and then I'm going to do a final piece of like me as a Pokemon trainer with all my fake Pokemon. Yeah, so there I have my first one, and now since it was just a face picture, I'm trying to figure out the design for the body. And I found it like really hard to emulate the Pokemon style, since it's a very unique and iconic style. But I feel like this one is pretty true to this style. Right here I was trying to I wanted this guy to be psychic and ghost, but at first I was going to give him legs, but then I decided not to, and I ended up with the kind of mummy with ghost arms, I guess. Right here I'm making another Pokemon. This one I decided it was the sock Pokemon, I guess. So one half is always scared all the time, then one half is evil. And it has one half is blue and one half is red. Kind of like Pikachu and Mimikyu, you know? Except they're attached. Then here is the third one. This one, this was probably my favorite one. It's just this little cute bug. Right now I'm trying to flesh out its design. My idea was that it spins webs and it wraps itself in webs. Maybe its earlier evolution is this little what do you call them? What are baby bugs called? Larva. Maybe it's this little larva, and then when it evolves, it wraps itself in string. And I decided that one was gonna be bug poison. And now I'm doing the final picture of me and my imaginary Pokemon. So I got this picture as a reference, just because I don't usually draw in the typical Pokemon proportions. So I just wanted to get the proportions right. Plus I wanted to get myself in this pose. So I am just fleshing out the pose in the sketch. And even with the picture, I got the torso too long, because I'm not used to doing a giant head and a tiny torso. So yeah, here I'm just drawing it. I highly suggest using references, because it teaches you a lot more when you use a reference than when you don't. Oh, here I'm just drawing all of this guy, which I actually end up not changing his design a little bit in the coloring stage, but you'll see that later. So here, this isn't line art. I'm just doing a cleanup sketch layer. Just going over it because it was kind of sloppy and I wanted to define different things. So I decided, I guess, my most iconic hat is my banana hat. So I decided to make me wearing my my banana bucket hat. So that's what the hat I'm wearing. And then I was struggling a bunch trying to get the eyes right. I changed them 5 different times, because the Pokemon eyes are so hard for me to draw. I don't know why. They're just really hard for me to draw. So yeah, I was struggling a bunch trying to do the eyes right. I also struggled a lot with the hands, because I copied the hand poses off of the reference. But the problem with that was didn't really pay attention to what like angle the hands were being viewed at and like how the hands actually looked. I kind of just like sketched them out roughly and forgot how they actually looked. So I had to look at the reference again and figure out where the fingers actually were, because his hand was not looking very anatomically correct. So this is me redoing his hand like 5 times. Super interesting, I know. And then I redid his eyes because I was looking at like pictures of Ash from the like earlier shows, and he has these, the animation is a lot different. He has those like kind of bell curve eyes, but I decided later to change it because I didn't like that. And here I'm doing the line art on, or the cleanup sketch on this Pokemon. Oh, by the way, these Pokemon do not have names yet, so feel free to drop in the comments below what you would like these 3 Pokemon that I made up to be called, and I will pick whichever one I like the best, and then that will be their new name, and maybe they'll be in more videos. Who knows? Depends on how many likes and views I get on this video. So if you guys want to see a part 2, then please like the video. So right here I just skipped the line art since it was basically just the same thing as this cleanup sketch, but just took even longer. So for you guys' sake, I just skipped that. Here I'm drawing little bananas on my hat and just doing all the coloring. And I don't know, cell shading, like the Pokemon coloring style, was like really hard for me to do. And I know, like, I did his skin really like tan, but I did that because, let me explain myself. Ash Ketchum in like the original show has like really like olive tan skin. Like his skin is like really olive and tan. So although I feel like I went a little bit too unnatural, I did that because I was trying to mimic the stay true to the original Pokemon style. Right now I'm just doing those eyes that took me forever to do. And just cleaning up some lines. This part I'm just still coloring. I had a hard time picking the color of the pants because I wanted him to be tan, but like his skin color was really, really tan, so I didn't want his pants and his skin color to be the same. So I had to change it. And then for some reason I forgot to do the line art for the bottom of the shirt, so I had to go back and do that in the middle of the coloring stage. Right now I'm coloring my shirt red because I felt like that would go well with the like Pokeball and stuff. And I also colored his shoes red because I felt like I wanted there to be some red. I felt like that would go well with the rest of the colors. And then now I'm just coloring the hands. More coloring. I might actually just skip this part since there's so much coloring. I was trying to figure out a color for this guy because I wanted him to be Ghost, but I was kind of thinking of him as like a Gengar type color, you know, if you guys have watched Pokemon. He's like this purple color, and I was trying to get him that purple color, but then I felt like his face was too dark and his eyes looked weird. And then I wanted this to be the same color, but then it was looking, his like head thingy, I wanted it to be the same color as his face, but then it was like looking too stood out too much. So then I changed it to a lighter purple. Now I'm just coloring the sock Pokemon. And I decided to go with like a very, very light tan. Because I don't know, maybe people in the Pokemon world don't wash their socks very often, but I just felt like it would be boring if they were just white. So I did them this like light tan color. Now I'm moving on to the little bug, larva, insect, spider thing. But yeah, I decided to color him like this mint green because I thought it looked pretty like bug-like, I guess. And I felt like it went with his eyes. And I wanted to make his eyes not quite black, but like a dark red, so that it would look kind of like poison, you know? And here, I'm actually, that was what I changed. I decided, instead of doing like the bandages for like as if he was a mummy, I decided instead to make him like a genie coming out of like a Greek Roman like pot or something, because it looked like the shape of a pot. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it a pot. Right now I'm trying to shade the hand, which, I mean, the shadows kind of like line up, but like just don't pay attention to the shadows. I tried to make it where like where the light is coming from the like front left of the Pokemon and me, but my iPad was literally like about to die. Like I was literally, it had like 4% left as I was doing all the shading, so I was just like rushing through the shading, just trying to finish it before my my iPad died, because I'd already had to take like 3 different clips of me coloring and doing the entire art piece, because I kept on having to like do chores and stuff, so I had to stop it and then restart it again. And I was like, thank you so much for
like
watching this video. If you guys enjoy my content,
like
please consider liking the video and
So
subscribing
that's
to
why
my
the
channel.
shadows might not look
Helps me a bunch.
top
My goal is to
quality,
get 1,000.
but
Yeah, that is the
1,000
finished artwork right there. Subscribers by the time I graduate high school.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Peace out.